What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to be doing a reading for all my Cancer sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of June 21st and July 22nd, then you are a Cancer sun sign, and this video is for you. 2018 is upon us, and oh boy, was 2017 pretty crazy. Oh man, I don't have to tell you. 2017 was a hectic, crazy year, and I wanted to show my appreciation and gratitude for all the support that you gave me in the last year, from your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, everything you did to support this channel. I'm super appreciative, and I wanted to give back to you by doing a end of the year look at 2018. And I'm using 3 different decks here. I'm using the Llewellyn Tarot to give us a look at each month individually, the Keepers of the Light Oracle to tell us what spiritual theme Cancers can expect to notice in the coming year, and also I use the Nature's Whispers Oracle to tell us what message it had for Cancer sun signs in 2018. So there's 3 different decks, and hopefully this is an eye-opening spread. This is a general reading for a large group of people. If you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then send me an email. My link is in the description, and I'll be asking $40 through PayPal. And if you want to do that, then I'll make a video for you, and you can check back in on the video during the year to see how things went. So yeah, send me an email if you want your own personalized reading. We'll go more in depth with it, so that is more specific to your energy. So that is an option if you want to do that. So let's get into it without further ado, and take a look at the year ahead for Cancer sun signs. And we'll start with the month of January. We'll go one by one each month. And for January, we've got the Page of Cups. Oh, excuse me, the Knight of Cups. Alright, I'm getting the feeling that, December was a positive month for a lot of you. You felt good, and you're taking that energy into January. And January seems to be a month where you kind of put action into your emotions. What I mean by that is, we feel a certain way, and a lot of the time we'll just ignore our emotions and go forward using mostly our logic mind to tell us, what's rational behavior and what's not. Whereas in the month of January, I get the feeling that a lot of you are going to start following your heart, following your emotions, and saying, I feel good when I do that, I'm going to do that. Something like that. That's just an example. So I do feel as though there's going to be some movement here. January is going to be a month for you to move towards your emotions, towards your good emotions. So definitely getting a feeling of positivity here. The only thing I could warn you against is it's good to be balanced, and we shouldn't be making all of our decisions based on one thing, okay? If you're just following your emotions, I think you're going to get into trouble. If you're just following your logic, you might get into trouble. If you just follow your intuition, you might get into trouble. You need all those things together combined to help you make decisions. But I do feel as though January is going to be a time for you to move forward through the emotional space. So definitely a month of action and movement. So let's see what February has in store. Oh, we've got the 8 of Swords. Okay, it was short-lived because February seems to be now a time where your own ego thoughts kind of get in your own way and they self-sabotage. And, the 8 of Swords is about, if you look at the image, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a girl here who's captured and she's trapped and she's surrounded by these ego thoughts because the ego thoughts have trapped her. Her own ideas of what are possible and what is not possible have limited the reality that is around her, that she can see. So February is going to be a time for you to realize this, for you to work through this energy, to realize that a lot of what's limiting you is your own beliefs about the realm of possibility. Your own thoughts and opinions about yourself and what you can accomplish. These are the only things that are truly limiting you. And there's going to be some backlash in February about this. I do get the feeling that a lot of you are going to try to move forward, but then realize that, you're self-sabotaging. You might not realize that you're doing it, but you feel an impediment in your way. And it's really you. And it's your ego thoughts, it's your beliefs about yourself and about reality. So February is going to be a challenging month. There's a lot of lessons to be learned in there. So hopefully there's a lot of growth in February. Let's see where it leads us. It leads us to March, where we've got the Fool card. Yes, and I do see a shift in energy here. I feel as though you worked through that energy in February, and now you're ready to start something new. You're ready to go on a new adventure. You're ready to say, yes, I realize how I've been sabotaging myself. Now it's time for me to stretch my legs and get out there and try something new. So I feel as though March is going to be like a start of a new phase or a new chapter. And this is a reading for a large group of people, so I can't say specifically what it's going to be. It could be a new job, a new hobby, a new workout routine, a new home, moving places. The Fool is about starting something new and not really caring or thinking too much about the future, and just living in the now and saying, I want to do this, let's go do it. So I feel as though March might be a time for you to be spontaneous. It might be a time for you to start something new that you may possibly have never done before, and just be adventurous and seek adventure. Maybe this means traveling for some of you, going to a new place. So it looks like it's going to be an exciting month. March is going to be exciting. I hope you're looking forward to that. Now we'll move into the energy of April, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Wow, almost too many options, right? You started something new in March. In April, you're going to find that, okay, that, stepping forward in that energy, starting something new, has opened up the realm of possibilities. And I think in April, you're going to start to realize that there's too many possibilities. There's so much you could possibly do, and it's hard for you to decide which to focus on, which road to go down. And I think this is a good problem. I really do. I mean, having too many options, whereas in February you didn't have any options because you were self-sabotaging. You were stuck in your box. But now here in April, I get the sense that you have so many options that you don't know which one to choose. So it's going to be a month of positivity and negativity. Positivity in that you have choices, but negativity in that you're not really sure which one to go down. Maybe, I hate to call it a waste, but maybe you're spending a lot of time thinking about what to do now. Which avenue to pursue, and it could cost you some time, but you got a whole year. Okay, after April comes May, and in May we've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's time to get grounded. That's what I'm feeling here. These last 2 months feel a little spacey. In fact, the whole year so far seems a little spacey. It's very idealistic. A lot of energy work needs to be done. But in May, I think we're going to get down to business. And when I say grounded, I mean it's going to be time for you to start focusing on the things you can touch. Start focusing on money. Make sure that your finances are situated on work, on maybe your creative projects. It's time for you to get more in alignment with the physical Earth 3D realm and kind of lose a little bit of that energetic focus. So yeah, I think May is going to be a time for you to get serious about whatever tangible thing. The Pentacles are about anything you can touch. So money, food, clothes, cars, houses, a job, right? Anything in this physical Earth realm, right? So I do see a focus on that, and maybe that decision that was needed to be made in April has been made, and now you're getting down to business. Basically, is the feeling I'm getting for May. All right, let's move to June. See what June's got. We got the Three of Swords, and you hate to see this card. But this is one of those cards that can bring the most healing. The most pain, but also the most healing. And the feeling I'm getting from this is disappointment. And again, a general reading, not sure how it's going to materialize into your life, but I do feel as though there's going to be a pretty big disappointment occurring in June for a lot of you. And it could stem from a heartbreak, a romantic heartbreak, or maybe a loss of a friend, or a friend has wronged you, or a family member has wronged you in some way, and you're just feeling kind of hurt, kind of alone, and kind of sad about it. So not necessarily going to be fun and games in June, Cancer friends, but I urge you guys to remember that, and this is a generalization, so don't take it for what it is, but a lot of Cancers will take things personally that aren't really meant to be personal. And this could be an effect of that. Maybe something happened to you or someone wronged you and you took it a little bit too personally, or you will take it a little bit too personally and think that they're trying to harm you when in fact they didn't even think about you, right? That's just an example. I'm not saying that's going to happen. Okay, that's just an example of how this could materialize and manifest in your life, this disappointment. This could be, losing a job. It could be something less severe, and it's going to range for a lot of you, but I do feel like most of you will feel this energy in June, and like I said, it's a great opportunity to learn, but you have to want to learn. A lot of people will feel negatively and then just wallow in it and not learn the lesson, so it's up to you what you want to do. All right, let's move on over to the energy of July. We've got the Knight of Wands. All right, in July, I feel like you're getting over whatever happened in June. You've gotten over it, and now you want to move away from it. You want to put in energy, you want to put in work, you want to put in action that's going to take you away from the way you felt in June. And it's hard to say. Some of you will have learned the lesson and are now ready to move on. Some of you will be running away from the lesson and being not committed to learning that lesson and just kind of trying to hide from it. But either way, there's going to be action placed that's going to make you forget about what happened or going to shift your focus away from it. So there's going to be a conscious effort to try to feel differently in the month of July than you did in June. And that effort is going to be hopefully rewarded. We'll see what's coming next. But yeah, definitely feel as though you're sick of whatever happened in June. You're sick of feeling that way. You're sick of whoever did that to you or whatever happened. You don't want to experience it anymore. You don't want to feel it anymore. You just want to move away from it. So July is going to be a chance for you to change your energy, hopefully in a positive way. All right, next after July is August, and in August we've got the Six of Cups, a beautiful card. August is going to be a happy time, possibly spent with people from your past. People from your past coming into your life and reminiscing. This is like the idea I'm getting from this card is reminiscing. And this could also have to be like with the energy that you're holding, not necessarily people coming into your past, but maybe you're feeling like, happy about the way things were. That's reminiscing, right? Looking back on the past with fondness. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this. This could also symbolize a childlike energy. So maybe this month, either you are going to be feeling like a child, feeling kind of innocent and happy and playful. Maybe you're spending time with children in August, and that's the reason for you feeling youthful and happy and playful. But whatever the reason for it, I feel as though August is going to be a happy, playful, fun month for you, and it's going to be time spent with people that uplift your spirit and help you to see the fun in life. So that's going to be a beautiful month. August is going to be great for you, I feel like. One thing I want to state before we go any further is that basically this reading is taking the present current energies of now and extrapolating that into the future. Basically what the tarot is saying is if nothing changes, this is what is likely to happen. Now, having seen these cards and understanding what's likely to happen, you have the power to change it. So if you don't like this Three of Swords, you can spend, May, doing something to prevent it. And so these things aren't written in stone. The beauty of tarot is that now that you've heard these things, now you can really conscientiously move through your future. Okay, anyway, that was August. September. Let's check out September. We've got the Five of Wands. September is going to be one of those months where it's your fault, but it's also the fault of the people around you, where you're just kind of not getting along with people, where things aren't just moving smoothly like they used to, grating against people, having arguments or debates or maybe even fights, verbal fights, or maybe even a physical fight. Who knows how it's going to manifest, but I do feel as though September is going to be the kind of a month where just people aren't really understanding where you're coming from, and you're not understanding where other people are coming from. It takes two to tango, and the ego mind, as soon as a fight occurs or has occurred, the ego mind will just tell us all these things. Oh, you were right and they were wrong. They deserved what you did to them. You didn't deserve that. And that's the the ego mind just spreading filthy lies. Okay, that's what the ego mind does. You are at 50% at fault for every argument you get into or altercation that you get into. You could have handled it a different way. You chose to go the route that you did, and then the person chose to go the route that they did. So I mean, it's a co-creation, and you know, any altercation like that is a co-creation. So it's important to remember that as you move through the energies of September, that it takes two to tango. And yes, maybe people have wronged you, but you have to really empathize and get in their shoes and ask yourself, how did I wrong them? Right? How did I wrong them in response or in retaliation, or, you know, maybe I started it, possibly. So think about that in September, and I think September is going to move a little bit more smoothly if you can empathize with people and get in their shoes. All right, let's move to the energy of October. We've got the Four of Cups. This could be a result of the kind of grading energies of September. I feel as though October is going to be a time for you to be a little low vibe, low energy, sulking a little bit. I'm not getting the feeling of depression or anything like that, but just feeling kind of ho-hum, feeling kind of low energy, and maybe not understanding why. Why is because you're focusing on negativity. Okay, you're focusing on the problems rather than not the solutions, but rather than everything that's going right and going well. And we all do this. Come on, we all do this, okay? Focusing on the negative. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough this or that. Instead of saying, you know, I got a roof over my head. I got food in my belly. I got water in my cup. I got clothes on my back. I got a car to drive to the job I have. I mean, come on, okay? If you're going to focus on the negative, you're doing yourself a huge disservice, and I feel as though that may be what's going to happen in October. So if you do feel like you're low energy, you're low vibe in October, then start thinking about the positives. Stop dwelling on the negatives. Stop doting on them, and I think things are going to go much smoother for you, and you'll be able to come out of that energy a lot faster. Cool, that was October. Let us move to the energies of November. And we've got the Page of Wands. Ooh, boy. Alright, November seems like a time for you to be energetic again. I keep seeing this trend where you feel very low, and then you bounce back with some action. You're like, oh, I gotta go do something. See? And then again, you're feeling very low, then you bounce back with some action. You're feeling very low, then you bounce back with some action. This is crazy, Cancer. You guys are, you're very determined to not feel bad once you felt bad for a little while. That's the feeling I'm getting. And that's the feeling I'm getting from November. You're gonna wanna do something. You wanna go have an adventure to get you out of your funk. And that's a great way to do it. Go out there, experience things, do things, put in action, put in energy, go meet people. That's going to be the energy of November, is adventure. Adventure is the energy of November. That's for sure for Cancers. That's the feeling I'm getting. You're going to be looking out to the horizon and saying, wow, I could go conquer that. Metaphorically speaking, unless you are a cartographer and you go sail in your boat. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. What is this, 1720? Adventure, action, adventure. November is going to be a time for you to lift yourself out of that funk that you've placed yourself in. And yeah, okay, let's see what December has to bring. Oh, December is bringing the 10 of Pentacles. This is a card of just having everything you want. This is a card of just having safety and security in this physical world, of not wanting for anything, having everything that you need to be happy, and just feeling happy and feeling abundant and vindicated in all that you do. So December is going to be a very positive month. I think you're going to feel like a giving and receiving, as we traditionally do in December, but you're going to feel especially good about it, and you're going to like where you're at in your life. You're going to be happy, maybe not totally emotionally happy, but as far as, you know, the happiness that living in this 3D world can bring, you know, without the emotions, I mean, without love, but having everything you need, that kind of happy is the feeling I'm getting for December. So December is going to be a very positive month, I feel like, and it's well overdue. I think you guys deserved it. Looking back now, it's going to be a crazy year. Like I said, feeling good, but then all of a sudden something happens and you get caught in your own ego traps in February, but you bounce back with some action. You decide, okay, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to go start a new adventure. And then you know, you're not really, that opens up new doors and new possibilities, but you're feeling kind of like, I don't know which one to pursue. But then I do feel like you pick up a direction, and this direction is probably going to be towards money. Probably whichever brings you the most money is probably the option you're going to take, is the feeling I'm getting. But then something happens and there's disappointment. Maybe whatever this is fizzled out. Maybe a job interview didn't go the way that you hoped, or maybe, you know, something with the job happened, or maybe there's some unexpected bills. That's all a possibility for this. But it could also be, like I said, it could also be romantic relationships or something like that. But you feel low again, and you feel disappointed and betrayed. But then you bounce back with some energy, and you go do something. And then that leads to some good feelings. But then we're right back to sort of some low vibe energy. But then you say, I want to go do something, and I want to get out of that energy. So definitely, Cancer friends, I feel as though it's almost like... the best way I could say is like bipolar. It's like you feel really well and things are going great, but then something happens that causes you to go into a negative space, and you're there for a while, and then you say, you know what, I want to go do an adventure. And then you go do an adventure and everything's great for a while. So that's going to happen 3 times from what I'm seeing here. 3 major times where you're going to feel very low. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to bounce back with some new thing to do. 1, 2, 3. You're going to bounce back and say, you know, I'm going to go take my mind off of this, while at the same time healing. So it's going to be a crazy year, Cancer. I don't have to tell you. Another crazy one down the pipeline here. Okay, so that's the year. Before we go, let's check in on the Keepers of the Light Oracle. I asked it what spiritual theme Cancer sun signs can expect in the year 2018. And we've got Hilarion, Divine Healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. What? Are you kidding me? 3 instances of divine healing where you retreat, right? To recharge and heal. 1, 2, 3. You're speaking to me here, tarot cards. Definitely. I get the sense that honor your sensitivity, right? Your sensitivity here, and here. You get very sensitive this year, several times, and you know I hate to speculate what causes it, what's the catalyst for it, but this card is saying it's okay to retreat, to recharge and heal, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to retreat. You're going to move away from that physically. Even you're going to move your body away from whatever's not making you feel good. You're going to retreat. You're going to recharge. You're going to heal, and your light can support others. When you guys are doing well, Cancers, you guys shine so brightly. Your light is just all encompassing. It's filled with love. But at the same time, you very easily, your sensitivity causes your own light to dim significantly. So this light is sometimes on, sometimes off, right? When it's on, it's blinding, but when it's off, you know, it's not good for anybody. So whatever you can do to maybe, I hate to say be less sensitive, because Hilarion is saying honor your sensitivity, but be more aware of your sensitivity. Be aware of it, so that you can spend less time during these down periods sulking and more time shining your light. If you say, oh, I'm just very sensitive, then you can get through it faster. You can get through the down times faster. And you can say to yourself, oh, I'm just being overly sensitive. And that's not a bad thing to be overly sensitive. You guys feel deeply, and that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes there's some self-sabotaging there. And I want you guys to be, have the light on as much as you possibly can. So it is going to take some understanding of your own sensitivity and a willingness to heal. And I see that you're doing it. You're healing when you need to heal. So keep up the good work, Cancers. You're doing great. Okay. I don't mean to try to. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't mean to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to point out your strengths and your weaknesses. I don't sugarcoat. I'm keeping it real. All right. We asked the Nature's Whispers Oracle what message it has for Cancer sun signs in the year 2018. And we've got show your support. Okay. This card is saying that you need to show your love. You need to show your your emotions to others, and not just to others, but to yourself and to the universe. It's no good hiding your feelings, because then you can't get help. If you hide your feelings, no one can help you. And not just other humans, but the universe can't help you. If you're just gonna close yourself off and just hide your feelings from the universe, from the world, from the people around you, they can't help you. They can't help you to get out of it. They can't help you rise up. They can't give you assistance. And we all need assistance. None of us can do this alone. It's impossible. Okay, we all need help. We need our support group, and you need to have trust in the people around you, that they do love you. Maybe they've wronged you in the past, but you have to be honest. How much of that was your own oversensitivity? How much of that was that 50% your fault? That's important for all of us to realize. And I know I said that already, but I want to hammer that point home, that we are co-creating, and nothing bad happens to you that wasn't at least half your fault, at least. So show your support, be a little bit more open, and I think you're going to find that the universe is going to be willing to help you and assist you and guide you and help you to get through these hard times, so that you can keep shining your light, so that you can keep spreading love wherever you go, rather than sulking in your own negative emotions for long periods of time. Okay, so that is the reading, Cancer friends, for 2018. I hope that made sense. Remember, this is a general reading that applies to a large group of people, so take what works for you, leave the rest. But if you want a more specific reading, like I said, shoot me an email. Link is in the description below. $40 through PayPal, and I'll make a video just like this one, but we'll go a little bit more in depth with your year and see what's really coming down the pipe for you in the year 2018. So shoot me an email if you want one of those. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button. It lets me know you enjoyed it and got something out of it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. Love to hear what you have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I got a whole bunch of videos planned for 2018 that you do not want to miss out on, so I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button and stay up to date on all the videos. Alright, Cancer friends, there's going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs. It's going to be up to you to get out of those downs as quickly as possible, so that you can stay riding high on that wave, alright? So I want to wish you a beautiful, happy, abundant 2018, Cancer friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.